this half Earth, and then you have this moon that doesn't have the same exact compression articles around it, yet the little light square that you see here would fit perfectly.
Module, when I was at the helm of the...
He's the junk. Let me just say it that way. You're the junk.
Meteorites.
Okay.
Shutters are closed. The windows are protected.
These things from the outside?
No. Turning a knob.
No.
O-ring type seals.
No, you don't.
With a rotating shaft. All our hatch seals are O-ring type seals.
Yeah, but how... my brain's...
Up here. Let's go inside. We rings in here. And a shaft that you rotate.
So, I mean, like on the space station, how many of these would you have?
7, because we have 7 windows.
What happens if you get a leak on that?
Then you have a leak.
You just have a leak.
And what you would do is...
lose air.
Yeah, you would probably seal the whole cupola off. And then there's probably a plan, I don't know off the top of my head, but there's probably a plan for replacing the mechanism. Might require a spacewalk.
So my question is, how can you operate a lid on the outside of the space station by manipulating something mechanical on the inside of the space station without losing air pressure?
It's called real good engineering.
Now please watch the interview.
Все пак вие сте и герой на Советския съюз и можем да ви вярваме.
Герой Советского Союза, мы можем верить вам.
Вы знаете, вот ты сказал, что вроде честь космонавтов, что они не говорят о том в космосе. А им говорить нечего. Я об этом
космонавтите да говорят за това, което става в космоса. Те просто не знаят нищо.
They've never been to space. That's an astronaut saying that. Oh my God. Look at this guy.
Tak jak oczekują i
The Earth is flat, as some expect.
nie spodziewałem się co prawda tego pytania, ale zapewniam pana, że jest
But there's a code of honor where they can't leak stuff.
Polska.
Generał Mirosław Hermaszewski, jak dotąd pierwszy i ostatni Polak, który odbył lot orbitalny. Dziękuję serdecznie za rozmowę.
Dzięki, kłaniam się. Jest płaska. Tak jak oczekują i nie spodziewałem.
Like, what do you think of the ancient Greeks who proved the Earth was round? Yeah, the sticks in the ground, that's your proof? That's already been debunked? Aristophanes' experiment? Fucking retard. You know we have cameras now, you idiot. Look at SpaceX.
Looking down.
This is SpaceX, bro. This is 10 million people said this is real.
3 minutes and counting.
Look at this.
Below on the landing pad in Boca Chica.
When I recorded this, I recorded it with the channel to show you guys I didn't edit it.
It'll culminate with landing on the landing pad in Boca Chica.
Look at this. CGI. Like, they shoot real rockets, but they go fucking nowhere. Then they use CGI to, like, look at the rockets.
The only thing that's been to space is your imagination.
There's a dome.
There is no such thing as space.
They launch into the Bermuda Triangle. That's why all rocket tests are from Florida.
Where are you going?
Don't go to Bermuda Triangle, Chad. It's dangerous. It's a rocket graveyard. Look at CGI the movie. Like, you've only seen a curved Earth through fisheye. It should spook you. It should actually.
But another gimbal is added.
Yeah, it's
speed of the ship.
It's
and my camera.
It's overwhelmingly flat. It's like scary flat, bro. It hurts your feelings flat. That's how flat it is.
We did have missiles. Listen, we shot fucking rockets all the time.
Saying they couldn't Hollywood fake it, but they have the technology to go to the moon. Number two.
That's right.
I destroy this fucking guy.
Hold on. Are you telling me that it's less likely? Are you telling me?
It is time now for the final round. 5 minutes left.
Hold on. Let me finish my league game real quick, and then I'm good.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
No, I'm sorry. I'm ready.
All right.
100% of my
5 minutes. Flat Earth. Is the Earth flat?
No, Raj. He doesn't want to do this. Right. He doesn't want to do this. This is the.
I'll do that. Yeah, we can do flat Earth.
Flat Earth topic. Final round. 5 minutes. Starting with John. Go ahead. 5 minutes. Good luck.
Destiny. Why do you believe in the heliocentric model?
Because we've got navigation charts that have relied on it for hundreds of years. The sailors have relied on the Earth being round. We've got mathematical formulas, and all of physics is relying on Earth being round. In order to believe that the Earth is flat, you literally have to believe in a conspiracy that millions or hundreds of millions of people have been forced to buy into for literally.
On the flat Earth.
Okay, yeah. True.
That's true?
Yeah.
Okay.
At any point in history, and it is absolutely fucking absurd that you think that that could be true.
So you don't think it's gotten leaked, and it didn't? I mean, it became popular in 2014. But you said airplanes, airplane that flies over a motionless plane. Like Einstein said, the Earth is an observable motionless plane. Do you know what a gyroscope is?
I know what a gyroscope is, but the Earth is not motionless. The Earth rotates on an axis.
Yikes. Oh, okay. There's 6 scientific experiments that all failed. I know what you're talking about, but you know what a gyroscope is, right?
Yeah, I'm aware of what a gyroscope is.
On an airplane.
What about a gyroscope on an airplane?
What does it do?
I don't know. I've never tried it before.
It measures the plane level to the Earth because it'll fight gravity, right? That's what the instrument does.
Okay.
So I'm wondering why you said airplanes when they fly 30,000 feet in altitude, and NASA says you can see curvature at 60,000 feet. Weather balloons double the height and don't measure anything. The only time you've seen a curved Earth is through government propaganda, NASA, or Hollywood?
I mean, so we can believe that every single shot from space is doctored, and every single astronaut that's been involved with that are all involved in the doctoring process. And
Generał Mirosław Hermaszewski, jak dotąd pierwszy i ostatni.
Kłaniam się. Jest płaska. Tak jak oczekują. Nie spodziewałem się do tego pytania, ale zapewniam pana, że jest płaska.
None of them released anything.
NASA's Rob Simon made this.
Colored it dark blue because they're low mostly in mid-oceans. And then where it's a little bit higher, it was like a little bit brighter green.
Then add the clouds back in.
There's a small problem with it because there's a very slight gap in between each orbit.
So some of those are painted on.
It is photoshopped, but it has to be.
Then
there was another layer to sort of simulate the atmosphere.
And then there's this little bright spot.
It's called the specular highlight. So it's the reflection of sunlight off of water.
Those are the pieces, but you can't just slap them all together.
It just didn't look realistic. It looks kind of flat, or the clouds are sort of too see-through. So I just take Command Z a lot.
There's artistry to creating the world.
What I imagine it to be. Unfortunately, I'm not an astronaut. I've never been to space. But I've looked at these images over and over again, trying to sort of get the essence of it. It is photoshopped, but it has to be.
The reason why I bring up airplanes is because if you look at the paths that airplanes fly from one place to another, it's never a straight.
Why don't you actually debate a physicist, says a cuck in chat. We've had physicists, doctors, lawyers lose debates. We've had even Mushi, the new doctor. You know what's funny? Is Destiny not enough for you guys for this debate? I thought it's clearly round. I thought, Destiny would be enough. Why do they always try and get someone else? You guys have lost in every single debate.
Line because the maps that we see are flat, but the Earth itself is curved.
What? Right. You said you'd have to believe that NASA doctors their photos and fake the moon landing. Wouldn't it be interesting if instead of spending all the money to go to the moon, they fake it and make $100 billion in tax revenue every year from it? Wouldn't it be?
Personally, NASA has been criminally underfunded for the past 50 years. So if their goal was to make a fuck ton of money, they failed miserably. That's firstly. Secondly, it would be cheaper to fly to the fucking moon than it would be to try to fake the moon landing.
Yikes.
We don't have the technology to fake the moon landing. How would you even do that? How would you fake the moon landing in a studio using the technology of the 60s? How?
Hey, yeah, and you're saying with the 1960s technology, they went to the moon before an iPhone, you fucking
Yeah, because in the 1960s, in the
1960s,
we didn't have all the digital shit we have around film today. We did have missiles. Listen, we shot fucking rockets all the time.
So you're saying they couldn't Hollywood fake it, but they have the technology to go to the moon? Number two.
That's right.
Number two.
Hold on. Are you telling me that it's less likely? Are you told? No. Wait. You think that it's less likely on a planet where we're already firing off missiles all over the place that we can't engineer a rocket that can take somebody to the moon, but when we have none of the digital technology required to fake hours and hours of footage going to the moon, we wouldn't be able to do that?
Yeah. You said missiles. Have you ever seen the trajectory of all missiles, all rockets that go into leave low Earth orbit? Have you ever seen that they arc? That's interesting.
How is that interesting?
No. I'm going to ask you the final question just to test your IQ. The most corrupt president we can agree with the Watergate scandal is Richard Nixon, right? So now, in my world, he faked the moon landing. There's a clip on YouTube where he talks to astronauts on a telephone. That would be a landline-based telephone. Talking to people 200,000 miles away in 1969. Do you believe he spoke to Neil Armstrong on the telephone from the White House? Yes or no?
Yes.
You are the smartest guy on Twitch.
John, here's a question right now. Ready?
I'm done.
Wait. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? John, I know you're listening to me. Walk into your house right now, pick up a landline phone, and see if you can call your cell phone. Fucking checkmate, dude.
Yo, hold on.
No. How does it work? How does it work? It's not connected, is it?
Yeah. No.
It's not connected,
I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
Tell me. I want to hear it.
Right. 97% of all Earth Wi-Fi is done through triangulation cellular towers. We can both agree. Why do you lose connection in the mountains if there's satellites and stuff? Right?
It's because there's not satellites.
No. Hang on. Oh my God, Destiny. You lose connection when you're outside of the grid because it's done through cellular towers and weather balloons. It's all on Google too. It is
all on Google, and I'm sure they've got special relay satellites that they have set up to ensure the communication exists.
Okay.
Yeah.
You believe in the Mars rover? That means you believe in magical space Wi-Fi that sends photos 200 million miles away, correct?
It's not magical space Wi-Fi. It's physics. There are frequencies that we can broadcast from really far away. How do you think? Wait, how do you think we see stars in other solar systems?
You're getting cooked.
All alone on Mars. And so would her human handlers.
The globalists think this is an achievement, right? CGI achievement. That's the guy in chat crying like a bitch right now. Can you please show on the Discord a picture of a star that's not computer generated? For most people who have never heard of this argument, this is their first time actually seeing what stars and planets look like.
A picture of a star that's not computer I mean, I would have to crawl into the fucking Hubble telescope to show you that. How can I possibly do that?
No, you said they took pictures. They would be on NASA's .gov website, right?
You can go outside when it's night and you can look up at a star.
No. I'm asking you the picture of the sun. Is that an authentic photo to you?
What do you mean by authentic, John?
Come on, don't do the wordplay, please.
They're all digital images. The way that they're it's not like they give you a fucking Polaroid.
Right. So if I bring up a Google picture of the sun or from NASA, there's no way you
Berlin Wall. We've got all these proxy publics going around. Tremendous
amount of time, John. Go, please.
Destiny, the word planet comes from the word plane. They added a T to confuse Destiny's dumbass because it's a motionless plane, right? What I'm trying to say is if you look at how the horizon works, the higher you go, like all of the mathematics check out in my version, not yours. We have the scientific method with curvature, with constellations, with everything. I don't know why you say we're crazy. You believe in water sticking to a ball when water always seeks its level. I mean, like, it's never been proven. The only time you measure gravity is outside of your realm of existence because you say you have to leave low Earth orbit. You have to go to space. It has to be as big as Earth. You'll never find, if it's scientific method, you should be able to test it repeatable in nature, correct? So gravity is your God. It's your theory. It's a faith-based thing. There's a lot of things that are faith-based, but you're getting dominated. Go ahead.
I mean, I think we can summarize this whole debate with you saying that planet is plain with a T added at the end. Planet comes from an old Greek word, and it means wanderer, like wanders around the solar system, isn't like heliocentric at the center of the fucking universe. I mean, we can talk about any of these water finds its level. I mean, like, these are all like the same conspiracy theorists that have been brought up and debunked a billion times in the past. I mean,
does water always seek its level? Has it ever stuck to any triangle or ball ever in history?
I mean, if that triangle or ball is generating enough gravity to keep the water on it, then yeah,
right.
Would.
And the only way you can measure gravity is on a planetary scale. So technically, you can't repeat that science. It's not real science. You can't do it in nature. You can't do it in a lab. Another thing, rainbows.
If you look at how do you recreate with a scientific method a rainbow in a garage?
Wait, what do you mean we can't measure gravity? We've measured gravity all the time.
We just agreed that it's on a planetary level. It has to be on a, so that the scale cannot be repeated in nature.
What do you mean? Like we can't make a planet? I mean, like you can look at if you want. We can look up videos. Wait. We can look up videos right now of astronauts in space that like pool water around a ball and watch it like congeal there and float. I mean, we can look at the videos right now.
We'll do it on your channel, and we'll send each other 2-3 videos for like 20 minutes. We'll debate. I have 20 minutes of my day for you. So what I'm trying to say, Destiny, is how do you recreate a rainbow in a garage? Rainbows are dome shaped because it is a dome. Nothing's left low Earth orbit. You recreate a rainbow in a garage with water vapor, a light source, and a glass dome. That's why sundogs, rainbows are dome shaped. They're not spherical in any sense.
But you can create a rainbow. Hold on. Anybody that's ever been outside knows that you can create a rainbow without a glass dome anytime you want. If you turn a sprinkler on, you can see a rainbow appear. You don't need a glass dome for that.
Exactly. And how is the rainbow appearing in nature?
The rainbow appears in nature because when light passes through water, the water causes the different wavelengths to refract. What do you mean?
The dome shape is being caused by the dome. Dome shape is being caused by the dome. That's why rainbows, small or large, are all reflecting off. If I asked you to recreate a rainbow in a garage,
first of all, it doesn't make a dome shape. It makes a spherical shape. A rainbow is a sphere.
It doesn't make it. Did you say a rainbow is a sphere?
Yeah, well, it's a circle technically because it's a two-dimensional plane, but. Do you disagree?
Do you want to lock that in, that a rainbow is spherical?
Have you ever seen a full rainbow before? Yeah, it is.
Just say for the
a rainbow is like a spherical thing. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard the gentleman speak. It's now time to vote. Please,
Raj.
I edited. No, Gifter, come on. This is not CGI. He said shit music for shit CGI. No, CGI is... This is real. This is actually what rockets are doing. How can you not tell what's CGI? Dude, you're scaring me. Why are you calling the flat Earth clip CGI? This is penetrating the dome. This is the real deal.
One of the strangest places on the ocean's floor was only just discovered in the 1990s. I might agree as one of a handful of people to ever see it in person.
Without a doubt, one of the most amazing things that I had ever seen in the bottom of the ocean. It was while filming for Blue Planet. It was in the Gulf of Mexico. And I noticed there's something out in the distance. Couldn't tell exactly what, but it looked like a dark band. And as we approached it, the dark band became a donut. I saw this donut that was black in the center. What the heck is that? And so as we get closer and closer to it, I noticed that the black band had what appeared to be kind of steam over it. And then I looked, and there was water lapping against the shoreline. This band was a ring of mussels. And inside the ring of mussels was a lake. And it's like, wait a minute, I'm already underwater. We went out over the water in this lake and tried to descend in it and bounced off. It was so super saline and dense that the submarine couldn't go down in it. We literally bounced off, and as we bounced off, we sent ripples heading back to the shoreline. It was insane. I've never seen anything like it.
I was about 6 years old when I went on my first official trip. I was going with my father and my grandpa Sinclair up to the North Pole. It was a very glamorous destination.
This guy's a
but
cop.
the best thing about it was that that I was going to be spending lots of time with my dad.
Yeah, Fidel Castro. Yeah, I gotta speed this up. I want to get out of here.
How do I just work so hard?
Let's go, Cock.
One day, we were in Alert, Canada's northernmost point. Scientific military
point of
installation
Canada.
that seemed to consist entirely of low shed-like buildings and warehouses. Let's be honest, I was 6. There were no brothers around to play with. And I was getting a little bored because Dad still, somehow, had a lot of work to do.
The bitch ran out of adrenochrome.
A frozen, windswept Arctic afternoon. And I was bundled up into a Jeep and hustled out on a special, top-secret mission. I figured I was finally going to be let into the reason for the existence of this high-security Arctic base. It was exactly right. We drove slowly through and past buildings, all of them very gray, windy. When we rounded a corner, we came upon a red one. We stopped, I got out of the Jeep and started to crunch across towards the front door. I was told no, to the window. So I clambered over the snowbank, boosted up to the window.
Yeah, he taught in Churchill.
Up my sleeve against the frosty glass to see inside.
He taught in my high
As
school, this
adjusted
Cock.
to the gloom.
Drama teacher.
Hunched over one of many work tables that seemed very cluttered. He was wearing a red suit with that furry white trim. And that's when I understood just how powerful and wonderful my father was.